Hey everyone, welcome back to RC Camping and Crawling. Today we've got the Axial SCX24 Bronco up here on top of the mountain again. It's going to be a beautiful, beautiful drive. So I know I just took this thing up here a couple weekends ago in my It's Windy video, but I've done a lot of modifications to this since then. So under the hood, it is essentially no longer a Axial. I have the Axial or Injora frame and all the suspension components, but I've actually managed to fit a Traxxas 180 size motor and the Traxxas transmission in there. So I'll show you how I did that in a sec. I got the Traxxas ESC and the battery. I'd like to eventually switch that out to a brushless so I can use a little better remote. Take a look under this thing. You can see I actually have portal axles. So these are off of the Redcat Ascent 18. So I got Redcat Ascent 18 axles on there with the Treal brass outer little portal covers, as well as the Treal Diff cover. Same thing with the back. The back's actually got Treal Diff cover and the Redcat Ascent 18 portal axles. So in order to get all this to fit, I had to do quite a bit of mods. I had to drill out each suspension link arm so I could fit a slightly bigger bolt in, just on the one side, and I actually had to cut the transmission in half just after the bottom bearing in the Traxxas transmission. That allowed that gear to go below the engine mounter, basically. So I got to find a way to cover that up, but that's how I mounted that in there. We're up at the mountain. It's looking insanely nice out here, obviously, today, as you can see. I'm super excited to try out this little Bronco. And yeah, all these mods out here are going to make it, I think, pretty epic. So less talking. Let's see what this thing can do. Remember, it did not make it up this last week in the other video, which I'll link in the description. It did not make it up this part. It was just not able to. Ooh. Gotta pay attention, I almost drove up a ledge here. Carefully back it up. Turn right. Close. Oh yeah, look at that. So last video with this truck, I took this up that hill and it could not make it with the Axial running gear. So now with this Redcat Ascent running gear and a little more powerful motor, it did it. So this thing's becoming quite a rock crawling beast compared to what it was when it was just a trail truck before. So I'll stop talking about it. Let's get some more shots of this thing. so in this challenge line, we go from down here up along this little, follow this little dirt, basically this little dirt path. Kind of just goes down to there. So we're gonna go, just start here and go to the top. Still should be able to get some pretty epic shots. And yeah, look at the scale of that thing. Some good shots. That little peak behind me there. We're gonna go over here now. Let's go over to this other mountain and try it in the dirt. It's way too slow to drive it there. This area here is pretty epic, especially if you got some bigger scale stuff. It's kind of endless lines. It's also a lot softer on your vehicle when it tips over backwards. Okay, so when we filmed this thing up there, it's up on the steep section where we just were. It did really well. It did a lot better than it would stock. But still, it's definitely not a comp rock crawler or anything like that. So we'll drive around here. There's still some technical bits, but it's a lot more fair of a drive for a 20-foot scale, not a comp. Guys, so that's it for me today. I just wanted to give this truck a try with these cool new axles in it. I'll put together a YouTube short here shortly inside, showing you a little more detail of the build. But as always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. And if you got any comments, any questions, toss them in the comment section there. Always appreciate that. If you haven't subscribed already and you're enjoying what you saw, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on the next one. And until the next one, we'll see you then, and happy air skiing.